Earth is home to millions of animal species, from tiny creatures to massive ones, and some are genuinely fearless. While humans sit at the top of the food chain, we're often weighed down by worries and fears that animals don't experience. For us, life's not just about survival anymore. For many animals, that's still their main focus. Join us as we dive into the 15 most fearless animals on Earth.
Oh no!
Number 15. Silverback. Gorillas have long been cast as terrifying beasts. Just look at King Kong. But after decades of research, people now know they're mostly peaceful. In reality, gorillas are highly intelligent, deeply social, and even capable of emotions like grief and joy. Back in 1979, legendary wildlife journalist David Attenborough changed the world's perception of these animals when he filmed a groundbreaking episode of Life on Earth.
As I sit here, there's more meaning and mutual understanding in exchanging a glance.
For the first time, audiences saw gorillas as playful, gentle, and even curious about humans. But here's the catch. Both the monster and the gentle giant versions of gorillas are true. Silverback gorillas, towering at nearly 6 feet tall and weighing up to 480 pounds of pure muscle, are the protectors of their family groups, called troops. They lead with authority, but also care deeply for their young, often seen playing and even hugging them. However, when a threat arises, they don't hold back. If another male tries to challenge their leadership or a predator gets too close, they'll put on an intimidation display, beating their chests, roaring, and even throwing objects. If those warnings are ignored, they'll charge at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, using their 4 times human strength to bite, scratch, and overpower their opponent. Despite their power, wild gorilla attacks on humans are extremely rare. Almost every case of gorilla aggression toward humans happens in zoos or captivity, where stress and frustration from confinement can lead to outbursts. Gorillas share 98% of their DNA with humans, meaning they experience emotions in ways similar to us, including distress when they're taken from their natural habitat. Number 14. Griffin vulture. The Griffin vulture is one of Europe's largest and most impressive birds of prey. With a wingspan stretching over 9 feet and a weight of up to 29 pounds, it dominates the skies over southern Europe, North Africa, and parts of Asia. These scavengers are nature's ultimate cleanup crew, playing a vital role in the ecosystem by disposing of dead animals before they can spread disease. Unlike hawks or eagles that hunt live prey, Griffin vultures rely on their razor-sharp eyesight, which allows them to spot a carcass from nearly 2 miles away. They have been seen circling high in the sky for hours, waiting for large animals to die.
And the vultures know exactly how to exploit those thermals to be carried high in the sky with the minimum of effort.
If a creature is too weak to move, these vultures might even begin feeding before it stops breathing. Their bald heads and long, flexible necks aren't just for show. They allow them to dive deep into carcasses without getting blood and bacteria stuck in their feathers. This adaptation, along with a stomach full of super strong acids that kill deadly bacteria like anthrax and botulism, makes them one of nature's best disease fighters. When a carcass is found, huge flocks of vultures, sometimes over 50, descend in a chaotic feeding frenzy, pushing, squawking, and grunting as they tear apart their meal. Despite their massive size, they are masters of energy efficiency. Instead of flapping their wings constantly, they ride rising warm air currents, effortlessly gliding for hours without using much energy. Some have been recorded flying over 90 miles in a single day in search of food. While they rarely pose a threat to humans, there have been unsettling reports of them scavenging human corpses after natural disasters or preying on dying livestock when food is scarce. Number 13. Cape buffalo. Cape buffaloes, often dubbed the Black Death, are among the most formidable and unpredictable animals in Africa. These massive creatures can weigh up to 2,000 pounds and stand nearly 5 feet tall at the shoulder. What makes them particularly dangerous is their reputation for being highly aggressive, especially when they feel threatened or cornered. Cape buffaloes are incredibly social and live in large herds that can range from a handful to hundreds of individuals. This tight-knit group behavior is key to their survival. They look out for one another and will fiercely defend each other if necessary. One of the most impressive aspects of these buffaloes is their ability to work as a team when under threat. If a lion or a group of lions tries to take one down, the entire herd will often rush to its defense, charging at the predators in a coordinated effort. They've been known to chase off lions, and there are even reports of them killing the big cats in the process. But it's not just predators they're a danger to. These buffaloes can flip vehicles and seriously damage equipment, making them a challenge for anyone trying to study or photograph them up close. What's even more remarkable is their survival rate. Adult Cape buffaloes have an impressive ability to avoid death. It's often said that a Cape buffalo that reaches adulthood is almost like a veteran of the African wild, having survived countless close calls. They are intelligent animals with great memory, and they can remember threats and predators for years. Despite their docile appearance at times, Cape buffaloes are notorious for their short temper and unpredictability, making them one of the most dangerous animals on the continent. Number 12. Orca. Orcas, also known as killer whales, are, without a doubt, the top dogs of the ocean. And don't let the name whale fool you. These guys are the largest members of the dolphin family. They're found in every ocean on Earth, from the icy waters of the Arctic and Antarctic to the warm tropical seas, which shows just how adaptable they are. What sets orcas apart is their intelligence and tight-knit social groups, called pods. These pods often consist of family members that stay together for life. Some orcas even live up to 90 years. Within these pods, they communicate using distinct sounds and calls, almost like having their family language. Now, when it comes to hunting, orcas are on a whole other level. They're expert strategists, using different techniques depending on what they're after. For example, if they're hunting seals on ice, they'll create waves to knock them into the water. When targeting schools of fish, they'll work together to herd them into tight balls, then take turns darting through to grab a mouthful. Some pods have even been seen flipping stingrays or great white sharks upside down, putting them into a trance-like state known as tonic immobility. They've been known to take down great white sharks, ripping out their livers with surgical precision because they're after the nutrient-rich organ. Even blue whales, the largest animals to ever live on Earth, have been attacked by coordinated orca groups. That kind of power, mixed with brains and teamwork, makes them arguably the most effective predators in the entire ocean. Number 11. Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragon, one of the most formidable creatures on the planet, is not just the largest lizard, it's a living legend of the reptile world. These giant lizards can grow up to 3 meters long and weigh as much as 150 kilograms. Despite their intimidating presence, Komodo dragons were only discovered fairly recently, in the early 20th century during World War I. They live on a handful of islands in the Indonesian archipelago, such as Komodo, Rinca, and Flores, which is where they got their name. Komodo dragons are not only enormous, but also incredibly skilled hunters. They can take down prey much larger than themselves, including goats, wild boars, and even buffalo. They're not fast runners, but their strategy is all about patience. They rely on ambushing their prey by staying still for hours, blending into their surroundings with their rough, scalded skin. When they strike, it's usually with precision, delivering a bite that's often fatal. But it's not just their teeth that make them dangerous. Their saliva is teeming with harmful bacteria. So, even if their prey escapes, it's unlikely to survive for long.
To deliver a killing bite than they do the force of their bite. So it could be tricky to see them at their deadly best.
The infection from the bacteria in their mouths can cause the animal to die within 24 hours. Interestingly, Komodo dragons have been known to hunt in groups, something not typically seen in other lizard species. This pack behavior is often observed when they target larger prey, and it shows just how intelligent and strategic these creatures can be. What sets Komodo dragons apart from other predators, though, is their ability to sense when an animal is near. They have an excellent sense of smell and can detect their prey from up to 8 kilometers away. Number 10. Pit viper. Pit vipers, like rattlesnakes, copperheads, and cottonmouths, are some of the most fascinating and fearless snakes out there.
This is one of the rarest, most beautiful, and most fascinating of all snakes.
These venomous reptiles have a no-nonsense attitude and aren't afraid to hold their ground when they feel threatened. Instead of slithering away like many other snakes, pit vipers often freeze, coil up, and prepare to strike with lightning-fast speed. And when they do strike, their long, hollow fangs inject venom that can quickly paralyze or kill small prey, sometimes in just seconds. What sets pit vipers apart is the special heat-sensing pits located between their eyes and nostrils. These pits can detect even the slightest warmth given off by animals, kind of like built-in night vision goggles. This makes them incredibly effective hunters, especially at night when other predators might be at a disadvantage. Their venom is more than just a weapon. It's a complex cocktail of enzymes that starts breaking down their prey from the inside out, even before the snake begins to eat. This helps them digest their food more easily, which is a big deal since pit vipers often eat animals larger than their head. And while they may not all be giant, don't let that fool you. Pit vipers are territorial and confident. They can live in a wide range of environments, from deserts and rocky hillsides to swamps and forests. Rattlesnakes, for instance, are well known for their warning rattle, which they shake as a clear signal to back off. Copperheads, on the other hand, are more silent, but rely on their camouflage to stay hidden until they're ready to strike.
These snakes are not aggressive. Like a bushmaster, they are uninclined to bite.
Number 9. The saltwater crocodile. The saltwater crocodile is the undisputed heavyweight champ of the crocodile world, holding the crown as the largest living species of its kind. These incredible reptiles can weigh an average of about 1,000 pounds, but that's just the start. They can stretch up to 17 feet long, and in some rare cases, they can grow to an astonishing 23 feet and weigh a jaw-dropping 2,000 pounds. With such massive size, it's no surprise that saltwater crocodiles are notorious for being the most likely animal to attack and eat humans, which has earned them a bit of a scary reputation.
What a sound.
In Australia, they're affectionately known as salties, and with good reason. They're expert hunters. Salties have earned their reputation as opportunistic hunters. What that means is they lie in wait, mostly hidden beneath the water's surface, quietly watching and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When an unsuspecting animal, like a deer or even a wild boar, approaches the water's edge to drink, the crocodile explodes into action with lightning speed. With a powerful split-second burst of energy, they lunge from the water and grab hold of their prey, their jaws snapping shut with crushing force. One of the most fascinating things about saltwater crocs is how adaptable they are. They can live in just about any watery habitat, from brackish swamps to freshwater rivers, and they can be found across a vast range from eastern India through Southeast Asia, all the way to northern Australia. They're also incredible swimmers, spending much of their time in the water. Number 8. The spur-winged goose. The spur-winged goose is not only one of the largest waterfowl in Africa, but it also has a fascinating set of traits that make it stand out in the bird world. These impressive geese are found mostly in the southern parts of Africa. The males can reach weights of up to 10 kgs, with some even exceeding that. Their wings can spread an impressive 2 meters across. These geese are stunning. While their feathers are mostly a deep, glossy black, their wings have distinctive white spots that give them a spotted, almost starry appearance when they're flying. The real showstopper, though, is the bright red patch of skin on their faces. This unique feature stretches from their beaks to the top of their heads, giving them a very distinctive look that sets them apart from other waterfowl. The spur-winged goose is highly adaptable and can thrive in a variety of wetland habitats. What's fascinating about their diet is how wide-ranging it is. They're omnivores, so they feast on a variety of plant material, including seeds, water plants, and even algae. But their diet doesn't stop there. They are also opportunistic feeders, snacking on insects, tiny fish, and other small aquatic creatures they find. They even go after the notorious blister beetles, which are not only hard to catch, but also come with a dangerous defense mechanism. Blister beetles produce a potent toxin called cantharidine, which is so strong it can cause severe burns and blisters on human skin. If ingested in large amounts, it can be deadly. But the spur-winged goose has evolved to handle this chemical like no other. Instead of falling ill, the goose stores the cantharidine inside its body without any harm. Number 7. Leopard. Leopards are truly some of nature's most impressive lone hunters. Unlike lions, which work together in prides, leopards prefer to do things solo. They're independent creatures, relying on their strength and skills to thrive in the wild. What makes them so extraordinary is their ability to take down prey much larger than themselves. They can hunt everything from antelopes and baboons to young zebras, prey that's often bigger and heavier than they are. Their powerful jaws and muscle-packed bodies give them the strength to drag carcasses that can weigh up to twice their body weight. What sets leopards apart is their incredible ability to stay safe. After making a kill, they don't just leave it lying around for anyone to snatch. These cats are amazing climbers, and they'll often haul their meal up into the branches of a tree. This keeps their prize safe from scavengers like hyenas, and even bigger predators like lions that might try to steal it. They're so skilled at climbing that they've been known to drag prey as heavy as 90 kilograms into a tree. Sometimes even stashing multiple meals up there at once. Their stealth and ability to blend into their surroundings are also remarkable. Whether they're in dense forests or tall grasslands, leopards can silently stalk their prey, thanks to their spotted coats that act like perfect camouflage. It's like they've mastered the art of disappearing into the environment, making them nearly invisible when they need to be. All these traits show just how adaptable and cunning leopards are. Number 6. Lion. Lions, often called the king of the jungle, are worthy of that grand title, though ironically, they don't live in jungles. Instead, they prefer the wide-open grasslands and savannas of Africa. But even though they're not in jungles, their fierce reputation and strength have earned them the crown as the undisputed rulers of their realm. These amazing predators aren't shy about taking on prey much larger than themselves: wildebeests, zebras, and even gigantic animals like giraffes and elephants. And they don't go at it alone. Lions are known for their incredible teamwork, especially when it comes to hunting. The females usually do the hunting in well-coordinated groups, working together to bring down their prey, while the males typically take on the role of guarding the pride. The male's deep, thunderous roars can be heard from miles away, up to 5 miles. What makes lions even more fascinating is their sense of family. Their pride is made up of closely related females, their cubs, and a few males, which makes them incredibly strong when it comes to protection and survival. The male lion's signature manes not only give them an impressive regal look, but also serve a practical purpose. They help protect them from rival males who might want to take over the pride. Lions are pretty unique in the big cat world when it comes to social behavior. While most big cats are solitary, lions live in these tight-knit family groups where they share everything: hunting, defending their territory, and raising the next generation. Cubs grow up learning survival skills from the adults, who teach them how to hunt, communicate, and stay safe. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. In a snowy forest, a massive gorilla charged at 6 fierce tigers. The tigers, with their golden eyes glowing, stood their ground, growling loudly. The gorilla, undeterred by their sharp claws and powerful teeth, faced them fearlessly, its muscles rippling as it advanced. Despite the cold, the tigers hesitated. This wasn't their usual prey. The gorilla, living in the jungles of West Central Africa, was used to fierce battles but never in the snow. With a roar, the gorilla slammed its fists into the ground, sending the tigers retreating, amazed by its strength. What would happen if these two powerful creatures met in their natural habitats? Let us have your opinions in the comment section below. Number 5. Gray wolves. Wolves are often called the kings of the forest, and it's easy to see why. These incredible animals are hunting experts, often working together in packs to take down prey much bigger than themselves. A lone wolf is no slouch either. On its own, a wolf can still hunt smaller animals like beavers, rabbits, and deer. What's on the menu for a wolf depends on where they live and what's available in their environment. Their diet can vary wildly from one region to another. And speaking of hunting, wolves aren't just lucky when they catch their prey. They have some serious skills. Their sense of smell is up to 100 times more powerful than ours, letting them track animals from miles away. This superpower, combined with their sharp vision and excellent communication with pack members, makes them highly efficient hunters. Imagine being able to detect a scent from miles off. Wolves are also impressive when it comes to how much they can eat. In one sitting, a wolf can devour up to 9 kilograms of meat, and they waste nothing. They eat the meat, fat, and even the bones and fur. This helps maintain the balance in nature by ensuring that no part of the animal goes to waste. As for the pack itself, it's a finely tuned operation. Wolves are incredibly loyal to one another, working as a team to bring down their prey. Sometimes the dynamics of the pack can get pretty brutal. In rare instances, wolves have been known to kill members of their pack, usually because of challenges to their position in the hierarchy or intense competition for resources. Number 4. Polar bears. Polar bears are truly massive creatures, and they have the power to take down just about anything in an instant. Weighing anywhere between 350 and 700 pounds, these bears are built to survive in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. They're also incredibly tough when it comes to defending themselves, making them far more capable of handling threats than most other animals. People think polar bears only live in the freezing Arctic, but their habitat stretches way beyond the polar caps. They can be found down into Greenland and even parts of the northern United States. Living in such remote, barren landscapes, polar bears have developed a unique diet compared to other bears. They're the most carnivorous of all bear species, and their primary food source is seals. One of their most effective hunting techniques is called still hunting. Using their incredible sense of smell, polar bears can detect holes in the ice where seals surface for air. Once they find a spot, they simply wait, perfectly still, until a seal pops up. Then, in a flash, they pounce and catch their meal. They're also excellent swimmers. Polar bears are known to swim long distances in search of fish and seals, often covering vast stretches of open water rather than hunting on the ice itself. Their thick white fur not only keeps them warm in freezing waters, but also helps them blend into their icy surroundings. This camouflage makes it even harder for their prey to spot them, giving the polar bear the upper hand in the hunt. Number 3. Honey badger. The honey badger might look small and harmless, but don't let that fool you. It's one of the most fearless animals on the planet. Weighing just around 12 kilos and measuring under a meter long, this little powerhouse has a "don't mess with me" attitude that even lions respect. Seriously, there are recorded cases of honey badgers chasing away lions and fighting off packs of hyenas. One of its secret weapons is its super loose, rubbery skin. If a predator grabs it, the honey badger can twist around inside its skin and bite back. And when it bites hard. Its jaws are strong enough to crack open tortoise shells. Plus, its skin is so tough that it's resistant to bee stings, porcupine quills, and even machete blows in some cases. The honey badger's diet is as wild as its personality. It's an omnivore, happily munching on everything from birds, snakes, and lizards to fruit, roots, eggs, and honey. Its name isn't just for show. What's even cooler is that it sometimes teams up with a bird called the greater honey guide. This clever little bird leads the honey badger to beehives, where the badger tears them open, eats the honey and larvae, and leaves behind wax and scraps for the bird. It's one of the most fascinating examples of animal teamwork in the wild. Despite its size, the honey badger has no natural predators that regularly hunt it. Most animals just avoid trouble altogether. The Guinness Book of World Records once called it the most fearless animal in the world. Number 2. Elephant. Elephants are often seen as calm, gentle giants, gliding through the wild with a peaceful presence and quiet strength. But when their herd is threatened, these impressive creatures can show a completely different side. They can become fierce protectors, flipping cars or charging at predators without hesitation, especially when it comes to the safety of their loved ones. But it's not just their sheer size and strength that make them so remarkable. They're incredibly intelligent and strategic too. Elephants have an amazing ability to work together as a tight-knit team, forming a protective circle around their vulnerable members, using their massive trunks and tusks to fend off danger. What's truly fascinating is their extraordinary memory. Elephants can remember faces, places, and even past experiences for decades. This incredible memory helps them navigate the wild, avoid danger, and make informed decisions. And it's not just their brains that make them extraordinary, it's their hearts too. Elephants are known to grieve the loss of loved ones, displaying an emotional depth that's rarely seen in the animal kingdom. They form strong family bonds and show empathy toward each other in ways that touch the hearts of anyone who witnesses it. Then, there's their unique way of communicating. Elephants use low-frequency sounds called infrasound, which can travel for miles through the air and even the ground. These powerful rumbles allow elephants to communicate over vast distances, warning each other of approaching danger or coordinating their movements across wide areas. When an elephant decides to act, there's no stopping them. With their combination of raw power, sharp intelligence, emotional depth, and remarkable communication skills, elephants truly stand out as one of the most awe-inspiring creatures on Earth. Number 1. Tasmanian Devil. The Tasmanian devil is truly one of the most unique and intense creatures in the animal world. Hailing from the island of Tasmania, this small but mighty marsupial is famous for its eerie growls and those spine-chilling sounds it makes when it's feeling threatened or hungry. It's like a wild, demonic symphony. When it's backed into a corner, the Tasmanian devil doesn't back down. It's more likely to charge straight at whatever it feels is a threat, even animals much larger than itself, such as sheep or, on rare occasions, even kangaroos. Despite being roughly the size of a small dog, this little powerhouse packs an insane punch. What makes the Tasmanian devil so formidable is its jaw muscles. They're incredibly powerful, designed for crushing bones and tearing through flesh like it's nothing. No wonder this beast can eat an entire carcass, bones and all, in less than 30 minutes. Its diet is mostly scavenger-based, munching on anything it can find, but it's also known to hunt smaller creatures when it gets the chance. Tasmanian devils are social creatures. They live in groups called clans, which can get pretty chaotic. While they might be solitary when hunting or eating, they communicate through body language and wild vocalizations, especially when they're fighting over food. These little devils are so aggressive that they sometimes fight to the death over a meal. Even though they have a bit of a bad reputation for being temperamental, these guys are crucial to the health of their ecosystem. By scavenging and cleaning up carcasses, they help keep their environment balanced and free of rotting animals. What are your thoughts about the incredible abilities of this world's most fearless animals? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below.